Check, check, check.
Good afternoon from Carson Park in Eau Claire. Zaleski Sports presents Big Rivers Conference Baseball. And a good matchup today between the New Richmond Tigers, 4-0 overall, 2-0 in BRC play, against the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes, 2-4 overall, 0-2 in the BRC. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined up here in the press box by former Memorial coach Dave Sparger. And Spargs, Abe's started BRC play last week, had a couple close ones against Chippewa Falls. Couldn't quite pull out wins in either one.
Yeah, they battled, like you said. They were tight all the way, both games, until the seventh inning. And, in fact, the second game had to go 9 innings before finally Chippewa pulled that one out. It seems like every game the Old A's have been in, it's been a real tight one, either a 1 or 2 run game, and right down to the end. They just got to find a way to pull a few of these out.
Similar to what we saw early season last year from the Abes, it took a while for the bats to come around. When they did, Memorial could literally play with anybody. They had pitching, they played great defensive baseball. Just took a while for the hitting to get going. Is that kind of what we're seeing with this year's crew? Well,
I'm sure Coach Kaufman is hoping, right? He's hoping that the bats can warm up with the weather and stuff like that. You're right. Very same scenario you've got going right now. They do have good pitching. They've got depth at pitching. They've really played solid defense this year. You know, even against Chippewa, they only had the 1 error in 2 games. So, yeah, that's exactly where they're at right now. You know, the pitching and defense is there. They're just waiting for those bats to come alive and score some more runs.
Let's talk about the Tigers. 4-0 overall, 2-0 in the BRC. They swept Rice Lake last week. And Spargs, last year, New Richmond made that move up toward the top of the conference standings, and they were a team that could literally play with anybody.
Yeah, they were just senior dominated last year. All those kids were basically playing as sophomores, so they had 3 years under their belt. And you're right, they made a deep run into that conference schedule and did a good job in the postseason, and very, very talented group. And what's strange is if you look at their roster right now, you use all those seniors, well, there's a ton of seniors on this roster. They just happen to be standing behind, waiting their turn. Well, now it is their turn. It's their chance to get on the field and show what they have.
The Richmond Tigers will put Nick Stelright on the mound. Sparks, we've seen our share of Nick Stelright over the years, a football quarterback, power forward in basketball, pitcher, and all-around player in baseball. He's just one of those all-around athletic kids, and when he's on the mound, he's real difficult to deal with.
Yeah, that's what made New Richmond so talented last year, is they had that number 1, and Stelright came, was their number 2 last year, and he comes back, obviously, as their number 1 pitcher this year. A little hampered early on in the season. He tore a little bit of a hamstring issue right before the season started, so they kind of had to be careful with him coming through. His first time on the mound was last week against Rice Lake. He was able to get up there just for 2 innings, threw well in those 2 innings, but tonight here against the Old Abes will be his first start of the season.
Meanwhile, Memorial will counter with Alex Johnson, their number 1 pitcher, and like we said, Sparks, he did everything he could to keep them in that Tuesday game last week up at Chippewa.
Yeah, very talented pitcher, and obviously he had a lot of innings last year as a sophomore, and he's a kid that's going to throw it hard. He's got a great live arm. The key for him will just be throwing strikes, staying ahead and not walking batters and getting himself in trouble. And, again, we have not seen him this year, but that was the issue last year. Boy, he could throw it as hard as anybody, but it was just a command of the strike zone. So, again, if he can control the strike zone and get ahead, he'll be just fine.
We have an absolutely beautiful day here at Carson Park. 74 degrees at game time, a very light breeze blowing left to right. Sparks, this is classic high school baseball weather. It's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, absolutely. You couldn't draw it up any better right here. You got beautiful, beautiful Carson Park like you talked about, and the sun is shining. Again, every time we get a game here where there's nothing but sunshine, we always talk about that right side of the infield, right side outfield, and those guys better have their sunglasses ready for today.
This is one of 4 games going on around the Big Rivers Conference today. Eau Claire North on the road today up at Rice Lake. We will have those 2 teams Thursday here at Carson Park. We'll take a look at that New Richmond Tigers batting order. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Dane Lease. Batting second, the right fielder Matthew Folks. Batting third is the catcher Alex Solberg. Batting fourth is Lucas Quaddy, the third baseman. Batting fifth is Tanner Jess. He's over at first base. Mason Benning will bat 6th and play left field. Batting 7th is the center fielder, Regan Savarine. Batting 8th is the DH, Jackson Schroeder. And batting 9th is Brady Sempf. The second baseman, as we mentioned, Nick Stelright on the mound for the Tigers. Eau Claire Memorial will have Alex Johnson on the mound. Bennett Fagerlin is his catcher. Aaron Smith over at first. Nolan Sweeney plays second. Ryan Reisman is the third baseman. Ian Bauer over at shortstop. Outfield left to right. Aaron Gunlock, Ben Strayer, Caden Kruschke. Sparks, we were talking before our broadcast. Ian Bauer, we've seen him at second base coming up through the ranks. This year they've moved him over to that left side of the infield.
Yeah, he has no issue with switching from second base to shortstop. A lot of times you kind of put a kid in that second base role just because he may not have quite the arm strength from the hole. Well, that's not the case. It's just his turn. He's a senior now, sliding over to shortstop. He's got a cannon from there. He's going to go on and play baseball at the next level. So he is truly an outstanding player. He's fun to watch. And the key for the Old Abes is they just got to get guys on ahead of him. Sweeney and Gunlock have got to do a good job of getting on base so Bauer can drive them in.
Make Your Home Elite. Elite Exteriors in Wisconsin specializes in roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, additions, remodels, decks, garages, and new home construction. Make Your Home Elite with Elite Exteriors. Stop and see them in Fall Creek.
Bretto, I do have to mention a little story here. The assistant coach for the Richmond Tiger by the name of Tyler Benning. Tyler Benning actually played for the Old Abes, graduated in 2000. I had him as a student. He played for Casey Eckert back in the day, and his son is starting. It's Mason Benning starting out there in left field for the Tigers, and he just was reminiscing back to how he was on the other side wearing the purple, and now here his son is playing with the Richmond Tigers on the same field he had a chance to play on.
Sparks, it doesn't matter where we go, you know, there's some teaching connection or coaching connection that you've got. And that's one of the joys of doing what we do, Sparks, at this level.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. All of a sudden, he just stuck his hand and goes, Sparks, I had used my teacher. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. And we reminisced. It was fun.
All right now at Carson Park, our national anthem. When you need to look your best, leave it to My Salon in Plum Street Boutique, providing hair care for the whole family. And check out our new fashions for spring. My Salon and Plum Street Boutique in Fall Creek. Sparks, I know, over the years when you've coached and follow the game, that every once in a while you get a team that early in the season is just not hitting the way that they're capable of. What can you do in practice? What can you do when you talk to the guys to kind of get them in that mindset of, all right, next at bat, just try to square up, put the ball in play? Yeah,
it's about having a mental mindset, of how you want to approach that at bat. So much of the game is mental. We talked about that. This game is all built around failure, right? I mean, if you go 300 hitting, that means you failed 7 out of 10 times, and you've got to be able to deal with the failure in order to be successful. So really, it's the same thing when you're hitting. You have to go up there with a game plan and then make adjustments as the game goes on, and do not get down on yourself. You're going to get another chance to hit the next time. And, right now they're kind of in that mindset of just being ready to go their next at bat. And again, more live at bats, the more games they get under the belt, the more comfortable they're going to be in the box and have a better game plan coming into this.
And the challenge in these Tuesday games, you're going to see number one pitchers for both teams.
And that's the thing that's changed over the years with the Big Rivers. Up and down the lineup for every single team, they have an ace. And I'm talking about an ace that's throwing mid to upper 80s. There may be a couple guys out there touching 90. It's just a whole different ballgame nowadays. These guys can throw the rock, and they got some good velo coming at you.
Tigers will send up Dane Lease, Matthew Folks, Alex Solberg, 1, 2, 3. And the Tigers batting order. New Richmond wearing their road black uniforms today with the orange numerals and lettering, the gray pants. Eau Claire Memorial wearing the purple jerseys today with the white pants. The black caps with the black bill and the white front side. Glad you could join us today on Zaleski Sports. If you do get a chance and you're in the Eau Claire area looking for something to do, swing on over to Carson Park. It is just a beautiful day here at the old ballpark. So Dane Lease, the shortstop, will bat first for New Richmond. Third baseman Reisman is up even with the bag. First pitch strike at 4:36 p.m.
And Alex Johnson starts him off with a curveball.
Bouncing ball to third. Reisman has it. Long throw across in time. Up with that stretch from Aaron Smith over at first base.
Yeah,
one down here in the first.
A couple of sophomores combining on that play. That was actually a pretty tricky hop there from Reisman. A nice play right there.
Yeah, we saw both of those guys last year talking about Reisman and Aaron Smith, and both have some really promising futures. Here's Matthew Folks in the 2-hole, right fielder. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Fastball on the inside corner. Folks, one of many seniors on this New Richmond roster. But as you touched on, Sparks, playing time was hard to come by these last couple seasons just because of the talented group that was ahead of them.
Yeah, the nice thing is that these guys all stayed together last summer and played a lot of Legion ball together. And, they were playing against good competition. They didn't mind playing against the Hudsons and crossing over the river against Minnesota teams.
Breaking ball just a bit low. It's a nice pitch there from Johnson. 2 balls, or check that, 3 balls, 1 strike. There's a strike on the outside corner, 3-2. So with the leadoff hitter bouncing out in 2 pitches, Folks has been able to work the count full. That one just a bit low, and Folks works a 1-out walk.
Yeah, real nice at bat there. Like you said, took that first pitch and then 3 in a row, fought back, takes that tight pitch there, but earns the walk.
Here is Alex Solberg. First pitch swinging, fouls it straight back. Breaking ball, it missed just a bit upstairs, 1-1. That one's going to get into the bleachers right side. Sparks, I enjoyed when you and Tyler Benning were chatting and you're talking about the changes at Carson Park since Tyler played for the Old Apes here. And he, like all the other visitors who've been here so far, raving about the new dugouts.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what everybody's going to notice when they step in. Tell you what, they really did a nice job on this in the offseason.
Ball and 2 strikes now to Alex Solberg. Folks has a decent lead over there at first, not running. That one pops out of the glove of Fagerlin. And Folks is going to move up. So the Tigers have a runner in scoring position here with 1 down in the first and a count of 2-2 to Alex Solberg. Outfield playing medium deep all the way around, shaded just a hair over to the left side. Breaking ball that missed inside, so second straight hitter that's gone to a full count against the righty Alex Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson's not missing by much, boy. He's throwing that curveball, and he is just missing. He's just not getting that call.
3-2 pitch. That misses upstairs. So a pair of 1-out walks. New Richmond's got something brewing here in the top half of the first. And here is Lucas Quaddy, the third baseman for the Tigers.
Yeah, Solberg and Quaddy, both juniors here. Well, we just talked about it. We talked about Alex Johnson and the importance of his control. Got that first out, like you said, in 2 pitches, and now back-to-back walks.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 14, Christian Messer. There's a strike from Johnson, 0-1. Runners get their leads. Johnson ahead in the count now, 0-2. 3:19 down the line in left field, 3:02 to right with that short porch out there. 4:05 to straightaway center. Lots of room in the outfield here at Carson Park. Check swing. Did he go? Did not. Appeal to the base ump. 1-2 the count now to Lucas Quaddy.
Well, that's the importance of getting up 0-2 on this batter here for Johnson. Is now you put him in defense mode. Quaddy almost went too far on that one, but again, just a different swing.
Breaking ball missing upstairs. 2-2.
Well, this is your action pitch here. You've got to make sure he puts it in play. Got to throw a strike here on 2-2.
Runners get their leads. 2-2 pitch to center field. Ben Strayer making the grab. Good swing that time by Quaddy, but went a little bit off the end of the bat. And Strayer, one of a number of center fielders in this conference that runs well. Here's Tanner Jess, the first baseman for the Tigers.
Good job again by Alex Johnson getting ahead. Couple of walks, followed that up with a good job of getting ahead of Quaddy and now of Jess.
Breaking ball that misses. It's 1-1.
Yeah, left that one inside, just almost ducked into it.
Two on, two out. Top of the first year at Carson Park. Matthew Folks had a sense of what was coming there. He was able to get back to second base.
Yeah, that fooled absolutely nobody, didn't it?
Yeah,
Good
I think
job
the
by
timing
Richmond.
wasn't quite there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to Jess.
Another good pitch right there from Johnson, inside off the handle.
All right, Sparks, if you're calling pitches, fastball inside or breaking ball away?
Yeah, I see stay fastball away. I think you just got to maybe inch off that outside corner just a bit.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Tigers threaten, do not score. Johnson records the strikeout. Old Abe's coming to bat, bottom one. When we return, you are watching Big Rivers Conference Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
I'm Dan.
And I am Jane. We are the owners of Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, additions, remodels, decks, garages, new construction, our team delivers dependable results with attention to detail.
Let Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin make your home elite.
Whether you are buying or selling, turn to the Jesperson Group at Eau Claire Realty. They have a pulse on the local real estate market and can help you with both existing homes and new builds, and they can assist you through each step of the process. That is the Jesperson Group at Eau Claire Realty. Nick Stelright on the mound for the New Richmond Tigers. Alex Solberg is his catcher. Tanner Jess over at first. Brady Sempf is the second baseman. Lucas Quaddy plays third. Dane Lease is the shortstop. Outfield left to right, Mason Benning, Regan Savarine, and Matthew Folks. Stelright will face the top of the Eau Claire Memorial batting order, and that's Nolan Sweeney, Aaron Gunlock, and Ian Bauer. Sparks, we've seen Stelright on the mound these last couple of years. He is the definition of a power pitcher.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the workhorse. He'll go 7 if you let him go 7, that's for sure. Good fastball and an excellent slider. He's got one of those power sliders that are really tough to handle.
Stelright working out of the stretch. Third baseman Quaddy even with the bag. Fastball missing outside.
Well, let's not forget, this is his first start of the season, so he might be on a pitch count, might be limiting him a little bit. And he might not be up to full speed yet with that velocity.
Yeah, his second appearance of the season, went 2 innings last week. Did strike out 5 against Rice Lake. But coming off a hamstring issue that definitely set him back to start this season. Here's an example of that breaking pitch right there, Sparks. Sweeney backing out of there, and that ball just broke right over the plate. That one missing upstairs, 3-1.
Yeah, if you're struggling with that fastball, nothing wrong with trying to come back with the breaking pitch to see if you can find your rhythm again, right? Might just be timed off a little different. And sure enough, the only pitch he's thrown for a strike has been that slider.
There's a strike, and the count goes full to Sweeney. Breaking ball catches the outside corner. Strike 3 called.
Yeah, no problem finding that slider for a strike. Good job by him coming back on that. Still right, coming back and get that strikeout.
Here is Aaron Gunlock. Outfield playing in versus Gunlock, shading towards right field. What a pitch to Gunlock. That goes to 1-1.
To go back to Sweeney's at bat right there. Yeah, he struck out and that kind of stuff, but you know what? It was still a good at bat. He saw 6 pitches, was able to see 3 fastballs and 3 sliders, so everybody else kind of has a feel for what's coming.
Yeah, doing his job as a leadoff hitter, make that pitcher work. Gunlock rolls one to short. Dane Lease, the scoop, and the throw is in time.
Oh, good job by Lease knowing he had to hurry. Good job charging, getting rid of it quick.
So 2 down, bottom of the first. Here is Ian Bauer. He's been a regular for these old days for a number of years. He's kept his same walk-up music. On his way to play Division II college baseball, Concordia St. Paul. Takes one low from Stelright. To center field, but coming on, Regan Savarine, and Nick Stelright works a 1-2-3 first inning. Scoreless after 1 here from Carson Park. You're watching Big Rivers Conference Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Security Financial Bank, SFB, whether you are starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB has the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com, member FDIC. New Richmond will send up 6-7-8 in its batting order. Mason Benning, Regan Savarine, Jackson Schroeder against the righty Alex Johnson, who did walk a pair of guys in the first inning, but got out of that jam with a fly ball to center and a swinging strikeout.
Well, we talked about Tuesday as usual when both teams throw their number one, and same thing today. I think the runs are going to be a little hard to come by. We'll see who can scratch out a couple today for the victory.
Leading off for the Tigers in the top of the second inning, left fielder Mason Benning.
So Mason Benning, left fielder, will lead things off for the Tigers. Johnson missing inside. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Benning went after that high fastball, couldn't catch up.
Yeah, I think for the Tigers, you've got to have that discipline to stay off those kind of things. Johnson's kind of been all over the place right now. You just can't help him.
Try to get him to chase again. That time Benning didn't offer. 2 balls, 1 strike. Count even now, 2-2. Outfield medium deep all the way around, shading a bit towards left field with the right-handed hitting Mason Benning. And he lines a single to center.
Johnson came with that curveball that time, left it over the middle, and Benning drives it for a base hit.
So our first hit of the ball game off the bat of Mason Benning. Another base runner for the Tigers. Here's Regan Savarine.
I think Savarine's got to be bunting in this situation. You get the leadoff single, bottom of the order coming around here. I think you want to put him in scoring position again because runs are going to be hard to come by.
Savarine, a multi-sport athlete for the Tigers. A 4-year regular on the Tigers hockey team. Also played football at New Richmond. Third baseman Reisman creeping in. Savarine not showing bunt there. It's 1-0. Yeah, I'm with you, Sparks. I think in this pitching matchup, runs are going to be at a premium.
Well, as of right now, he's going to let him have his sacks. And no signs given by the third base coach Kevin Nunn, the head coach.
Benning with a healthy lead over there at first. There he goes, swing and a miss, throw down, sails into center field. Benning will stay put.
Well, you called it, Brad. You called it. You said he had a really good lead. You know, and sometimes Alex Johnson can get a little long in his delivery, but he actually went slide step right there. But, again, just a great lead, great jump by Benning to steal that bag.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out, and a runner in scoring position for the Tigers. 1-2 pitch. Savarine spoils that offering.
Well, the Tigers obviously feeling they could run on the old Abes, and that's why they didn't feel they had to bunt, give up an out right there. They're like, all right, let's steal the bag and give another guy a chance to hit him in.
Line to center, and it drops in front of Strayer. Benning had to hold up to see if that one would be caught. He's able to move to third base. Savarine aboard with the base hit.
Well, you're exactly right. Good base running right there by Mason Benning as he turned around and just had to make sure that wasn't going to be some sort of diving catch. And then he moves up because now you've still got nobody out, and that's why you're going to hold him at third. Boy, I swear he threw another hanging breaking pitch right there for a single.
Yeah, Savarine didn't try to do too much with it, but just put the bat out, made contact, and I think that left to right wind, Sparks, kind of knocked that one down a bit.
Yeah, good point. It is kind of blowing in from left, like you said, left to right, and probably brought that one down pretty quick.
So the A's will play the infield back. Johnson's pitch upstairs, 1-0 to Schroeder.
Yeah, I think the old A's will take 2 outs here and give up that run, see if they can turn 2. So you got nobody out here in this inning.
Runner from first breaks. The throw is cut off, but it's a stolen base for Stavarine, and runners at second and third now for Schroeder, who's sitting on a 1-1 count.
Yeah, now the old A's kind of changed things up on the infield. Left side is up. Second baseman Sweeney's going to stay back, though.
Line to right. Caught by Caden Kruschke. The runner from third tags and scores. Benning crosses home plate, and the Tigers take a 1-0 lead. Savarine on the play moves up to third.
Real good swing by Jackson Schroeder. Lined that one out to right field. Plenty of deep to score the sac fly. Tigers take a 1-0 lead.
Here's number 9 hitter, Brady Sempf.
Good read there by Savarine on second base to know it's going to get caught pretty easily, and he hustles back and tags and moves up. So now he's at third with just 1 out.
Roll down to second. They'll come home. The throw is in time.
Nice play.
Nolan Sweeney, the scoop and the throw in time. Catcher Bennett Fagerling put the tag on. Savarine is out number 2.
Well, good job all around. I mean, Skemp put it in play, but just not away from second base, and Sweeney picked it up, made that throw home as the Tigers were going on the contact, so the contact play was on. Good execution by the Old A's to cut that run down at home.
Back to the top of the order in Dane Lease, who bounced out to third in the first inning. See if they send Sempf here, the leadoff hitter, up.
Yeah, they've been aggressive on the base paths. I would not be surprised if they don't try to steal it again. If he gets thrown out, you start out that third inning at the top of the order.
Sempf not going that time. Big cut by Lease. Ball and a strike. That one off the glove of Aaron Smith. And Sempf will get down to second base. So another runner in scoring position. So Sempf, the runner at second, count as a ball and a strike to Dane Lease.
Yeah, Lease now has an opportunity to do some damage here with 2 strikes. Excuse me, with 2 outs.
Breaking ball misses low. It's 2-1.
Boy, if anything, the Tigers are sure driving up Alex Johnson's pitch count.
No activity in the Old Abe's bullpen yet. But you're right, Sparks. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this just the second inning of work. Caught the corner with that one. 2 balls, or check that, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Dane Lease. Breaking ball misses a bit high, and it's a walk. So inning continues. First and second, 2 down, 1 run already across.
Yeah, for Alex Johnson, that's his 3rd walk now in just 2 innings. The Tigers keep the pressure on. First and second now with 2 out.
Here's Matthew Folks. Chance to drive home a run here. Lifted in the air and drifting into foul territory. Carson Park, a busy place today. We got some softball going on. Eau Claire Regis has a home game across the way. Some folks playing tennis. Some dudes throwing a football around on the field a little earlier. Lots of people out jogging and biking. That one lifted high in the air to center. Long run, Ben Strayer, and he's able to make the grab. Tigers are retired, but they do get a run. We head to the bottom of the second. New Richmond leading Eau Claire Memorial 1-0. You're watching Big Rivers Conference Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
When you need to look your best, leave it to My Salon and Plum Street Boutique, providing hair care for the whole family by friendly and knowledgeable stylists who use only the best hair care products. And shop Plum Street Boutique for business casual and fun fashions to brighten your day. Sizes ranging from extra small to 3XL. My Salon and Plum Street Boutique, 2 places you'll love at one easy-to-get-to location in Fall Creek.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
It is a new year. Make it a new you with help from Balanced Health by Dana, offering hormone replacement therapy and customized medical weight loss programs. It's a new year. Time to improve your overall well-being. Go to balancedhealthbydana.com today for more information. Eau Claire Memorial will send up 4-5-6 in its batting order. Mason McCarthy, Aaron Smith, and Ben Strayer against the right-hander Nick Stelrite, who worked a 1-2-3 first inning.
Getting out for the Old A's in the bottom of the second inning, designated hitter, Mason McCarthy.
Well, the Tigers strike first here in the top of the second. We'll see if the Old A's can answer here in the bottom.
Mason McCarthy to lead things off for the Old A's. Another multi-sport athlete playing in this game. McCarthy played on the Old A's boys basketball team. McCarthy finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Check swing. Did he go? They appeal, no swing. Breaking ball drops across for Stelrite. His second K in as many innings of work. Well, that's tough for a hitter, especially a righty hitter. You get a guy like Stelrite who rears back, throws with a lot of velocity, and out of his hand sparks, it's kind of tough to tell breaking ball or fastball.
Yeah, again, we go back to that hard slider. There's the difference. It's coming out of his hand like a fastball, but it's got such spin rate on it that it's breaking late, and it's a sharp break away. It's like you talk about. That is one of the better sliders you'll see anywhere.
Stelrite, another one of those multi-sport athletes. Multi-year starter at quarterback for Tigers football. Played on the basketball team. Smith takes that one a little high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss again. Stelrite making it tough on these Abe's hitters.
Yeah, I reached back for a little extra, went with that high fastball. Just makes you guess now, right? 2-2, fastball, hard slider. You just got to react.
Smith getting a piece of that one.
Yeah, good job by Smith falling off that slider right there.
That one missing outside. Count goes full, 3-2.
Yeah, good at bat so far by Aaron Smith. Able to run this to a full count.
Abe's looking for their first base runner. And the Abes get a walk to Smith. And here is Ben Strayer coming to bat.
At bat, center fielder, Ben Strayer.
There's a strike from Stelrite. Strayer and Stelrite squared off against each other back during the football season. Good cut by Strayer. Got a piece of that one. He's in a hole, 0-2 now. One hopper to the shortstop. Lease to second for one. Relay not in time.
Boy, it's a good thing Strayer can run. Holy smokes, that was a tailor-made double play ball. But Strayer, with his speed, was able to stay out of it.
Yeah, that was a one-hopper to the shortstop, Lease. He got rid of it quickly, and Brady Semp had a nice turn down there at second, but Strayer beat it out. Here's Bennett Fagerlin. Jess doing a little acrobatic stuff down there at first.
You got to believe Ben Strayer's going to try to find a pitch here to run on. 2 outs, get himself in scoring position.
Swing and a miss.
Stelrick does take a little time to get home. He's got that high leg kick, slow delivery.
Strayer's going. Throw down is a good one. Strayer is safe. Boy, really good throw from Alex Solberg. But again, the speed of Ben Strayer.
Yeah, my coaching hat's on again. I don't like where Semp came out in front of the bag right there. Stay back and receive that out there at the bag, so that when the ball beats him to the bag instead of catching it out front and trying to bring the tag back. Because you're right, that was an excellent throw. I think they get him.
Fagerlin takes that one up for a ball. It's 2 balls and a strike. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Abe's trying to bring that tying run home. Yeah, I like your point about that play at second base, Sparks. The only time I think you want to get up in front of the bag as the second baseman is if you think that ball's going to be skipping to you. Then you go out and get it, and you got to reach back. But, yeah, if it's a strong throw, yeah, just let it come to you.
Yeah, let the ball travel, right? I mean, it's going to get there quicker.
Lifted in the air to right. Matthew Folks coming on, dealing with the sun, makes the one-handed catch, and the Abes are retired. 2 complete here at Carson Park. New Richmond 1, Eau Claire Memorial 0. You're watching Big Rivers Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Protect your ride with a Tommy's Express Car Wash membership. Unlimited washes, free vacuums, free automatic mat washes, and all years shine. One membership, all locations, Eau Claire, Plover, Stevens Point, and Weston. Top of the 3rd inning here at Carson Park. New Richmond will send up 3-4-5 in its batting order. Alex Solberg, Lucas Quaddy, and Tanner Jess. Against the right-hander Alex Johnson, who's given up 2 hits. He's also walked a few guys, but he's kept the damage to just the 1 run.
Yeah, for Alex Johnson, this inning would really benefit him if he can make it a quick one, right? Kind of cut into that pitch count that he's working with, because after 2 innings, he's got it up there quite high.
Solberg back in the first inning reached via the walk. Ripped.
Crushed.
To the gap in left center. That's going to get all the way to the fence. Solberg cruises into second base with the leadoff double. Well, he timed that one up well.
I guess. Boy, he just hit a rope into that left center gap. So, again, another good start for the Tigers.
And here is Lucas Quaddy. Flew out to center field in his first at-bat, first inning.
Back-to-back batters here for the Tigers jumping on that first pitch. They're not messing around.
There's a good pitch on the outside corner from Johnson. He's ahead in the count. 0-2.
Job now for Quaddy with 2 strikes is to get that runner moved up to third. He wants to maybe choke it up and get it hit to that right side of the infield, maybe up the middle. He's just trying to get that runner over to third with 1 out.
High chopper. That should do the job. Ian Bauer's throw is in time.
Yeah, exactly, right? Up the middle. Just set that up the middle to the right side. Hit it behind the runner, let him get to third, and there he is. Nice job by Quaddy with 2 strikes.
And with that big hop, that allowed the runner to read the play and say, yep, you know what, I'm heading over to third. You don't always do that in a ball hit to the left side.
Well, and the old Abes are going to bring the infield in. It's already down 1-0. They're going to try to cut that run down again at home.
Tanner Jess coming to the plate. Jess struck out swinging to end the first.
Yeah, Johnson could use another one of those right now.
One-oh pitch. High fly ball to left. Gunlock under it makes the catch. The throw drifts wide. Even a good throw probably doesn't get Alex Solberg, and it's 2-0 Tigers.
Great job by Tanner Jess. Finds a pitch that's elevated, lifts it to the outfield, plenty deep like you talked about, and then Solberg's able to tag and score. Big run right there, gets them up 2-0.
So both runs for the Tigers scoring on sacrifice flies. So now with 2 outs, here's Mason Benning, who singled and scored on one of those RBI sac flies back in the second.
Good execution by the Tigers so far today. Like you talked about, runner on third with just 1 out, and they're getting that ball to the outfield for those sac flies.
There's another pitch on the outside corner, and Alex Johnson has worked ahead of Mason Benning. It's 0-2.
Tried to get him a chase on that high fastball.
1-2 pitch. Strike three called on the inside corner, but the Tigers do pick up another run. We head to the bottom of the third with New Richmond leading Eau Claire Memorial 2-0. You're watching Big Rivers Conference Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Hi, and welcome to Balanced Health by Dana. My name is Dana Besson, nurse practitioner for over 18 years, and I am here to help you achieve optimal health. Do you struggle with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, brain fog, joint aches or pains? I specialize in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy to help restore balance and achieve your overall well-being. Call or text me today. I offer free consultations. I offer in-person visits as well as virtual visits from wherever you are. Take the first step to feeling your best and call me today.
Toyson Ford congratulates area student athletes on their accomplishments on and off the field. Toyson Ford, your community partner serving the Chippewa Valley. Bottom of the third inning here at Carson Park. Old Abe's will send up 8-9-1 in their batting order. Ryan Reisman, Caden Kruschke back to the top, and Nolan Sweeney.
Bringing out for the Old A's in the bottom of the third inning, third baseman Ryan Reisman.
Sparks, we saw Reisman last year when he was a freshman. He's got some pop in that bat.
Yeah, he does. And now, again, you got him into his sophomore season. He's had plenty of experience here at the varsity level now.
Makes a first pitch slider from Stelrite. Fastball missing outside, 1-1. Line to the gap in right center,
That'll
and
be
that
extras.
one's going to get to the fence. Reisman rounding second, and he's going to get to third.
Well, you just mentioned the pop in his bat. Boy, he took that fastball and just drove it to right center all the way to the wall for a triple.
Yeah, tough for the outfielders because that ball was hit on a line. On top of that, you're dealing with the sun. Now, a better relay throw, I think they have a play at third. Reisman hesitated just a bit, rounding second. But he is standing at third with nobody out, and here's Caden Kruschke.
Tigers trying to make a decision what they want to do at the infield. They're going to stay back and concede that run here now.
Kruschke takes a fastball for a strike.
With nobody out, I agree with that right now, right? You're up 2-0, nobody out, runner on third. Go ahead and get this out and shut down the inning. Maybe if you get one out with a runner in third, maybe you can spring them up.
Ooh, great job by the catcher, Alex Solberg.
Yeah, Solberg had to go up and get it.
Coming out of that crouch. That one almost got away from Stelrite. Stelrite comes in with the strike. It's 1-2 to Kruschke. Now, infield comes in.
Comes in with 2 strikes. Better believe it comes this slider.
Krushke just gets a piece.
And there it was. Yeah, like you said, Krushke, nice job just getting a piece. See if he comes back here with a high fastball.
That's exactly what he did, Sparks. Count goes to 2-2.
Well, then you expect that slider right here, right? Change the eye level, make him go up. Now you come back with that hard slider. He's looking for the strikeout here.
Krushke fights that one off. Lifted high in the air, left side. Least, the shortstop, backpedaling, makes the catch.
Big out right there. Good pitch. You keep that in the infield. Little pop-up. That's a big first out right there.
Well, you talk about the game of inches. Krushke really good at bat. If he could get just a little bit more of that one could drop.
Could have dropped, yeah.
That infield in.
Now you wonder if the old days with Sweeney at bat, maybe you go safety squeeze here, right? Get that run in. Infield's back. If Sweeney just gets that ball down on the right or left side, that run should score.
Sweeney takes inside. Sweeney struck out looking in the first.
Here it comes.
That one in the dirt. Another good job by the catcher Solberg to keep that one nearby.
Absolutely. Solberg just saved a run right there. But Sweeney showing that bunt. If he just pushed that down the right side, he easily scores the run. But he was smart. He pulled back. That ball was in the dirt. Now he's ahead in the count 2-0. Corners are in now.
Yeah, Quaddy at third, Jess at first. Both in on the grass.
Well, just the fear of the bunt there changes everything. Brings the infield in on the corners. Makes Stelrett think a little bit. Now he's falling down 3-0 on the count.
Three-0 pitch to Sweeney, and that misses outside. 4-pitch walk. Nolan Sweeney is aboard. That'll bring up Aaron Gunlock.
Now you bring all that first and third situation into play. See how the Tigers want to defend this. Old Dave's big bat is on deck with Ian Bauer.
At bat, left fielder, Aaron Gunlock.
Sweeney back safely over there at first. Gunlock unable to get the bunt down.
Yeah, Old Abe's going squeeze play right there. Because obviously he reached out of that one. Good job by Riesman to get back.
I tell you, I've been impressed with the arm of the catcher, Alex Solberg. Sweeney getting the lead over at first. One pitch to Gunlock. And that one rolls foul.
Another attempt there at that safety squeeze. He finds himself down now, 0-2 in the count. Biggest thing now for Gunlock is to get this ball put into play. He'll be hard to double up, that's for sure. So if he can just get that ball on the ground or a sack fly, got to do his job here to get that run in.
No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at the corners. That one gets away. And the A's are going to come out of there with the run.
Yeah, the wild pitch will score the runner from third. Gunlock will be out on the strikeout.
Well, they couldn't get the bunt down, but they come out of that okay with Sweeney moving up to second base and Ian Bauer at the plate.
Yeah, with first base occupied, Gunlock's automatically out with that strikeout. I'm sure you saw him running down there, but again, first base was occupied at the swing. He's not allowed that base.
Tying run down there at second. Nolan Sweeney runs well. Ian Bauer, good contact hitter, trying to take a shot at left field that time, a little bit behind it. Oh, 2 now the count to Ian Bauer.
Yeah, good job by Stelright. You just had that wild pitch that you gave up that run. Could have dropped his head and been a little upset about things. Instead, he comes right back against their best hitter, Ian Bauer, and gets ahead 0-2.
Bauer takes upstairs, 1-2.
Good pitch right there from Stelright, though, right? A little elevation, see if you can get him to chase.
That one bounces to the backstop. Sweeney moves to third. So a couple of wild pitches this inning.
Yeah, unusual from Stelright. I mean, those were definitely wild pitches that really got away from him.
Now the count even on Ian Bauer, 2-2.
Head coach of the Tigers there, Kevin Nunn, reminding his catcher he's got to block those. But I'll tell you what, those pitches, and again, their sliders way out in front of home plate, and they take an odd carom every time they hit the ground. That is a tough ask for your catcher.
Now one missing, and it's 3-2.
I mean, I get if it's a wild pitch beyond the plate, you know, it's right there in front of them and knock it. But, boy, those are out in front of home plate. Just never know where those are going to go.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third, 1 run already across this inning for the Old A's. Looking to tie things up here. That one misses outside. Ian Bauer works the walk.
That's still a good pitch right there. You don't want to give in to Ian Bauer. You know, you don't want to give him a chance to swing it and drive in that tying run.
Yeah, now we're going to get a mound visit. And, you know, Sparks, we talked prior to the game that Stelright, this is his first start of the year, just his second appearance. Worked 2 innings last week, struck out 5, but had been dealing with that hamstring issue, and that's what kind of held him back at the start of the season. So you don't know about arm strength. You don't know about, you know, all those things that, you know, normally you figure, okay, he's our guy that could go 7.
Yeah, and again, besides his arm strength, you know what you forget about? You forget about the legs, right? I mean, with pitching, it is so much of that lower body and have the power from your legs and the drive. And if all of a sudden those get fatigued, and again, he hasn't been able to do things, right, with that hamstring, he might actually be feeling it more in his legs than in his arm. So that's something to look forward to. Again, like we talked about, that pitch count might be getting to where he's going to start to fatigue.
Here's Mason McCarthy. Bauer trying to get in that rundown. He will move down to second.
Yeah, Tigers just giving him that base. They'd rather face the batter with 2 outs than mess around and give the Old Abs a free one.
So we've got the tying run, Nolan Sweeney at third. The go-ahead run, Ian Bauer at second. Mason McCarthy at the plate, batting with 2 outs.
Good pitch there against McCarthy on the outside. Black to get ahead 0-1.
A pitcher's pitch right there, Sparks.
Absolutely. You know what? If you're McCarthy, you're not swinging at that on your first pitch. Too good of a good pitch.
That one missing high, 1-1. Runners get their leads, second and third. 1-1 pitch coming from Stelright to Mason McCarthy. That one missing, 2-1. Good job behind the plate by Solberg, staying down on that one.
Yeah, he has saved a couple of runs today by getting those blocked up. Good job behind the plate, just walling up. Knock it down. Don't worry about catching it. Just knock it down, keep it in front. And now McCarthy's ahead in the count, 3-1.
Hitters count here for McCarthy, 3-1.
Ooh, good cut.
Just missed that one, followed it straight back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lifted in the air to center. Regan Savarine going back, still going back. It's over his head. Sweeney scores. So does Bauer. Mason McCarthy into third with a 2-run triple.
Wow, there's something the Old A's have been missing all season, and that's that big 2-out bomb. McCarthy got all of that one. Straightaway center field all the way to the fence to score 2 right there, and the Old A's answer with 3 and take the lead.
We talked about earlier how the outfield for New Richmond was playing up.
Yeah, I would say
especially
absolutely.
in center with Savarine.
Yeah, they play a lot more shallow than the Old A's do.
You know, Savarine runs well, but that ball just kept carrying, and he had no chance to get that one. Here is Aaron Smith. Smith wears that one. The A's have another base runner.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, this is all about fatigue. Still right now, this inning has gone a long time, and this being his first extended outing, he's getting into his legs, and he is really starting to fatigue. You can see how the pitches now are just not going where he wants them to go.
Ben Strayer now comes to the plate.
Tigers are going to get their bullpen going, but tell you what, it's a little late right now. Star's going to have to really grind this one out.
And we'll see what the A's decide to do here with runners at the corners. Last time they had this situation, they tried to get that trail runner in the pickle.
Comroe out there getting ready for the Tigers, it looks like.
Big swing and a miss by Strayer. Strayer takes that one upstairs. Ball and a strike. That one well inside.
Yeah, Strayer was lucky. Unfortunately, he didn't get hit, I guess, right? If you're the old Abes, somehow that missed him.
If you're the hitter, you want that one to graze your jersey.
just
enough.
You
don't want one in
don't
the
want to feel it, yeah.
You don't want one in the ribs from Stellright. You're going to feel that for a few days. 2-1 pitch. Misses outside.
Well, they called that a strike on the edge, I guess.
Ooh, okay. Well, the scoreboard has it 3-1. And you're right, Sparks. Umpire said 2-2. So a couple of us here in the press box were fooled.
Yeah, he was just slow on that strike call. He brought that right hand. He was kind of waiting for that play to develop at first, but
that one missing inside. Another good job by Solberg, the catcher. So now the count has gone full to Ben Strayer, and that means Aaron Smith can start traveling down to second base once Stellright releases the pitch.
big pitch right here for Stellright.
Lifted high in the air to center. Savarine coming on, and he makes the one-handed catch. But the Abes score 3 times, and after 3 complete, it's Eau Claire Memorial leading to Richmond 3-2. You're watching Big Rivers Conference Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Thanks to our game day sponsor, Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. Proud to support local student athletes. That is Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. Tigers with a run in the second, run in the third. Old Abe's scoring 3 times, bottom of the third. Memorial moves into a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, the Old Abe's scoring 3 runs on the 2 hits, but both hits were triples that were crushed into the gap for the Old Abe's, and they were able to get ahead now 3-2.
New Richmond will have 7, 8, 9 in its batting order. Here in the top of the 4th, Regan Savarine, Jackson Schroeder, and Brady Sempf. And Alex Johnson, who gave up those single runs in the second and third, now heads to the mound with the lead. Swing and a miss from Savarine, who singled in his first at-bat, second inning.
Good breaking ball right there to get him on a swing and miss, get ahead in the count. Right now, Alex Johnson's looking for his first 1-2-3 inning.
Another breaking ball. That one ruled. a ball. It's 1-1.
This is one of those innings, if you're the old Abes, you want Johnson just to go 1, 2, 3, work quick, get back in the dugout so you can start swinging again after that big momentum switch.
Fastball. Swing and a miss. Good pitch out on the outside corner. Swing and a miss. Savarine down on strikes.
Johnson gassing it up right there, right around the letters for the strikeout.
Third strikeout recorded by Alex Johnson. That'll bring up Jackson Schroeder. Had an RBI sac fly back in the second inning to bring home that first run of the day for the New Richmond Tigers. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes a strike.
Another good job getting ahead of the hitter here. Johnson 0-2. Tried to backdoor him on that curveball.
That was a really good pitch there by Johnson. But a good take from Schroeder. Bouncing ball to short. Bauer plays the big hop. Throw across in time. Again, another big stretch by Aaron Smith.
A bang banger over there. Good thing Smith could get out there and get it.
Boy, that's like old school first base play over there. That big stretch.
Yeah, you love the guys that can really reach out there and go get it.
Here's Brady Sempf, number 9 hitter for the Tigers.
Well, here's Johnson's opportunity to get through a nice clean inning and quick. Got the 9-hole hitter up.
Tigers have had base runners in each of the first 3 innings. Ball and a strike to Brady Sempf. Leadoff hitter Dane Lease waits on deck. There's a strike from Alex Johnson. Count goes to 1-2 on Sempf. Swing and a miss. Couple strikeouts in the inning for Alex Johnson. Tigers are retired. Top half of the 4th. Old Abe's coming to bat when we return. You're watching Big Rivers Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neelsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
I'm Dan.
And I am Jane. We are the owners of Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, additions, remodels, decks, garages, new construction, our team delivers dependable results with attention to detail.
Let Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin make your home elite.
Hey, Brian Butch called.
Brian Butch?
He really loves Abbey Bank, but he wants to work here.
What are we going to do with him?
I don't know. Let's let him try a few different jobs.
Let's get you that loan.
Brian, buddy, you're really good at basketball, but maybe leave the banking to us.
HS Fence specializes in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. They have been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for the last 18 years. Contact them today in Fall Creek or at hsfencewi.com. New pitcher for the New Richmond Tigers, the senior right-hander Carter Comro. Bennett Fagerlund sends one high in the air to right field. Matthew Folks drifting a bit, but makes the catch. Again, Spargs, that wind blowing left to right today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But again, handled well out there by the Tigers right fielder. Going back to Nick Stelright, finished after 3. We talked about him probably being on a pitch count, and you could certainly see it in the third inning as he really started to struggle and fatigue there towards the end. But he went 3 innings, saw 15 batters, struck out 3. He had 4 free passes with 3 walks and 1 hit by pitch. Only gave up the 2 hits, but 3 runs, and all 3 were earned.
The 2 hits were triples. And along with that pitching line, a lot of pitches in the dirt. And again, that's uncharacteristic for him.
Yeah, especially in that third inning when you could see he was really starting to hit the wall.
Ryan Reisman sends one high in the air to right. Folks battling the sun, but he makes the catch. So that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Caden Kruschke.
Well, right now, Comro's doing his job for the Tigers. 3 pitches, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
Bouncing ball. Dane Lease has it, throws across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the reliever Carter Comro. 4 complete here at Carson Park. Eau Claire Memorial leading to Richmond 3-2. Back with inning number 5 right after this. You're watching Big Rivers Conference Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
We are back here at Carson Park, top of the 5th. Big Rivers Conference Baseball, Eau Claire Memorial leading New Richmond by a score of 3-2. The Tigers will send up the top of their order. Dane Lease, Matthew Folks, Alex Solberg against the righty Alex Johnson, who's allowed the 2 runs on 3 hits so far. Dane Lease, third plate appearance. He's 0 for 1 with a walk in the second inning.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Tigers. Shortstop, Dane Lease.
Johnson catches that outside corner. It's 0-1 to Lease.
Yeah, he was very efficient there in the fourth. He's hoping to carry that over now into the fifth. Fourth inning went 1, 2, 3 and got ahead of every hitter.
Missing upstairs with that one. Lease takes it. It's 1-1.
Tigers have more action in their bullpen right here.
Nothing at the moment for Eau Claire Memorial, but I get a feeling this is kind of a key inning for Alex Johnson.
Yeah, that's a good call right there. We're in the fifth. You're getting late, and you only got a one-run game. So you really just, as long as he's throwing well, he'll stay put. But if it starts to get a little rocky.
Lifted high in the air to right. Caden Kruschke makes the catch. I tell you, Sparks, with that sun out there, nothing easy. Hit out to that right side.
Yeah, we've seen so many times guys lose the ball in the sun, but today both right fielders doing an outstanding job of battling that sun and really kind of making it look easy.
Here's Matthew Folks, 0 for 1 officially, reached on a walk in the first inning. Little cue shot, foul.
Yeah, great change of pace right there for Johnson.
Johnson seems like he's much more dialed in now.
Agreed.
Than when he was early in this game.
Yeah, exactly, Brado. He's just much more rhythm. He's finding that strike zone. He's working ahead. A lot more comfortable on that mound right now.
I think you see it in the motion. Everything is just kind of nice and easy up there. You talk about hitting being a matter of timing. Pitching can be a matter of timing as well.
Yeah, you got to be synced up, no doubt about it. It's a lot of action in your body, and if it's not synced up just right, you'll be all over the place.
Johnson has worked ahead of Matthew Folks. It's 0-2.
Went off speed there on that 0-2 pitch.
One-two pitch, missing a little bit low. Good take there by Folks.
Yeah, Johnson trying to get that fastball past him. He's going off speed, tries to get the fastball past him, but you're right, he takes it low.
2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down here, top of 5. That one upstairs. Count goes full. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss.
Got the fastball up and past him there.
Alex Johnson coming up and in. 5th strikeout now for Alex Johnson. Here is Alex Solberg.
Yeah, Solberg crushed a double in the left center gap last time.
3rd inning, doubled, scored. Also reached via the walk in the 1st inning.
Johnson came the fastball in under the hands that time, tied him up.
Johnson trying to work his 2nd straight 1-2-3 inning.
Good sequence going here against Solberg. In under the hands, up around the letters, moving that ball around. See, you can get him on chase on a little bit higher. Again, good location.
Solberg just getting a piece. Strike 3 called. Alex Johnson drops in the curveball. The Tigers go down 1-2-3 in their half of the fifth. Old Abe's coming to bat, bottom 5 when we return. You are watching Big Rivers Conference Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
I'm Dan.
And I am Jane. We are the owners of Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, gutters, additions, remodels, decks, garages, new construction, our team delivers dependable results with attention to detail.
Let Elite Exteriors of Wisconsin make your home elite.
Bottom of the fifth inning. Eau Claire Memorial leading to Richmond 3-2. Bob Bradovich, Dave Sparger with you on a picture postcard day here from Carson Park. I'm guessing the players are enjoying this as much as we are and all the fans.
Yeah, I absolutely. The players love the fact that it's April and you're getting 70-degree weather to play in. It's fantastic.
Eau Claire Memorial was down 2-0, but responded with 3 in the bottom half of the third. Now they will look to add on to that lead, and they've got the top of the order coming up here in the fifth. Nolan Sweeney, Aaron Gunlock, Ian Bauer.
Yeah, we'll see if they show a little more patience than the bottom of the order did. We talked about the last inning. Carter Comer only threw about 4 or 5 pitches that whole inning. So it was really quick. We'll see if the top of the order makes him work a little bit.
Line drive up the middle, base hit, Nolan Sweeney.
Good start there for the Old Abes. If you're going to swing early, make it count.
Yeah, Comro put that one over the plate, and Sweeney turned it around. So now you got the Abes leadoff hitter on, and here's Aaron Gunlock. Gunlock 0 for 2.
Yeah, see if he bunts here, right? The Old Abes are looking for that insurance run. Gunlock's first attempt fouled straight back. We're getting late. Bottom of the fifth. Old Abe's looking to sacrifice bunt, get that next runner up in scoring position.
Memorial does have a few guys stirring out in the bullpen. Bouncing ball to first. It caroms away from Jess.
And he's going to have no play.
Hard hit ball off the bat of Gunlock. The Abes now have first and second, nobody out, and Ian Bauer coming to the plate.
Yeah, score that an E3 there on Gunlock's ground ball, but I'll tell you what, Comro doesn't even get over to cover, and that allowed Gunlock to reach even if the first baseman wanted to throw it at first. It was not being covered.
Yeah, it's a tough play for the first baseman, Tanner Jess. So he is playing up. The third baseman, Quaddy, is back.
I'm going to tell you right now, Ian Bauer is not bunting. If I'm the Tigers, I'm telling that first baseman to back up because that is giving Bauer just a huge hole on the right side.
Yeah, Bauer the kind of hitter, he can use all fields.
Yeah, he's the Old A's best hitter. He's sitting here in the 3-hole. Tries to shoot one to left there.
Ball and a strike to Ian Bauer. Ground ball by Bauer. Nice play by Sempf.
Oh,
They
what a
got
play.
him at first.
How about that out of Semp? Diving stops. Great play, saves a run.
Runners do move up, but Semp absolutely robbed Ian Bauer of a hit.
Yeah, I talked about how with that first baseman in, it just creates so much more space over there, but how about Semp showing off his range?
So now here's the DH, Mason McCarthy, 1 for 2, tripled in a pair of runs back in the third.
Yeah, another opportunity here. Just a single should score 2.
His first at bat against the righty Carter Comro.
Infield up for the Tigers.
That's a strike. Caught the outside corner.
That's a good take right there from McCarthy. It's low and away. It's a good pitcher's pitch. You just aren't going to be able to do much with that one. You're looking for something better. Get that sac fly, drive one to the gap.
Rolled to third. Play at the plate. He is out. Sweeney thrown out at home. Abe's had the contact play on. Kyle Kaufman, the Memorial head coach, chatting with the umpire about that play at the plate.
Yeah, he felt the catcher was kind of blocking home plate before the ball had gotten to home. You know, that might be the case, but I just don't think even McCarthy was even close to home plate yet. So it wasn't like it was a bang-bang at home.
So Gunlock moves over to third. McCarthy's at first, and here is Aaron Smith.
Well, again, the old Abe looking for that big 2-out hit.
That one catches the corner. Aaron Smith has been aboard twice, a walk and a hit by pitch. And Carter Comro, the pitcher, is trying to pitch himself out of some trouble here.
Yeah, he's at 0-2. He's one pitch away from really, like you talked about, he was in some serious trouble when this inning started out. He's one pitch away from getting out of it.
Yeah, first and second, nobody out. Runner breaks from first, no throw.
Yeah, 0-2 count. Tigers aren't about to throw through on that one. They want to go after the hitter right here and get out of the inning.
So infield playing back. Pitch missing upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and runners at second and third. Memorial leading 3-2, looking for more.
Smith asking for time and granted it.
Good at bat by Smith, making Comro work. Good take by Aaron Smith. Count goes full.
Boy, I guess just above the letters right there. Good job by Smith here, making Comro come in with one.
That one misses outside, so Aaron Smith works the walk.
Well, great at bat right there. Found himself behind an account, falls off a couple of tough pitches, and works a walk out of it.
Here is Ben Strayer.
Strayer, an opportunity here now with bases loaded and a 2-out knock will give the old Abe some cushion.
That one gets away, and the Abes are going to score a run. Gunlock crossing home plate. 4-2 Memorial.
Yeah, as good as Solberg's been behind the plate tonight, he let that one get away from him. That was just a little short hop, kicked off the heel of his glove, and again, the old Apes get an insurance run.
So McCarthy now stands at third. Aaron Smith moves up to second. Count is 1-0 to Ben Strayer. Another pitch that's low. 2-0 to Strayer. And a right-hander beginning to throw in the Memorial bullpen. Strayer, a little looper, and it's caught by the second baseman, Sempf. Abes, though, pick up a run, and after 5 complete, Memorial leads New Richmond 4-2. You're watching Big Rivers Conference Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Top of the 6th inning here at Carson Park. New Richmond trailing Eau Claire Memorial by a score of 4-2. The Tigers will send up 4, 5, 6 in their batting order. Lucas Quaddy, Tanner Jess, and Mason Benning. Against the righty, Alex Johnson, who is settled in nicely. Johnson has retired the last 9 straight batters. That after giving up a double to start the third. That runner was brought home on a sac fly, but since then, Johnson's been pitching well. As we always said, the starter giving his team a chance. Abes do have a right-hander working in their bullpen.
Well, like you talked about, Alex Johnson struggled a little bit early. Tigers took advantage of that, but ever since that leadoff double in the third, he has really settled in and really pitched well. Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. Now he's got 4, 5, 6. Again, another big inning. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, he'll set up the 7th for the bottom of the order for the Tigers.
Lucas Quaddy's made contact twice, but is 0 for 2. Fly ball to center field and a grounder to shortstop. Lifted in the air, right side. Aaron Smith, the first baseman, making the grab.
Good pitch right there for the first out of the inning.
Here's Tanner Jess. Just 0 for 1. He had the RBI sac fly in the third. That made it a 2-0 game. Lifted high in the air to center. Ben Strayer moving over. Makes the catch. 2 down.
Quick inning so far for Alex Johnson. Again, we talked about how he's really found his rhythm. That's now 11 in a row for him.
He will face Mason Benning. Benning singled, stole a base, and scored in the second. Struck out looking in the third. Breaking ball over for a strike. Yeah, Johnson's been mixing his pitches well.
Yeah, he's got a feel for all of his pitches right now. He's throwing them all for strikes. Hence the success he's had the last few innings.
That breaking ball misses inside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. You know, if you're the Abes, you would love to retire this hitter and then face 7, 8, 9 in the 7th.
Good job coming back and challenging him with that fastball to get up 1-2.
Outside and low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Regan Savarine waits on deck for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. Another 1-2-3 inning for Abe's pitcher Alex Johnson. Tigers are retired. Abe's coming to bat bottom 6 when we return. You're watching Big Rivers Conference Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
When you need to look your best, leave it to My Salon and Plum Street Boutique, providing hair care for the whole family by friendly and knowledgeable stylists who use only the best hair care products. And shop Plum Street Boutique for business casual and fun fashions to brighten your day. Sizes ranging from extra small to 3XL. My Salon and Plum Street Boutique, 2 places you'll love at one easy-to-get-to location in Fall Creek.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Bottom half of inning number 6 here at Carson Park. The Old Abes will send up 7, 8, 9 in their batting order. Bennett Fagerlin, Ryan Reisman, Caden Kruschke. Against Carter Comro, about to start his 3rd inning of work in relief for the starter, Nick Stelright.
Yeah, Carter Comro's thrown 2 innings. He's only given up the 1 hit and 1 run so far. So he's done a pretty good job out of the bullpen for the Tigers.
Fagerlin 0 for 2 today. A couple of fly ball outs to right. Comro pulling the string there. No balls, 2 strikes to Fagerlin. Hard hit ball and caught by shortstop Dane Lease.
Yeah, it's one of those atom ball, like you said, right on the screws, but hit it right at the shortstop.
That'll bring up Ryan Reisman. Reisman had a leadoff triple in the 3rd. He came around to score. Flew out to right field in his last at-bat. 3 runs in the bottom of the third for the A's. They tacked on an insurance run last inning. Right back up the middle for a base hit.
Yeah, we talked down about going right through the wickets. Right between the pitcher's legs. Good base knock there out of Ryan Riesman.
So it'll bring up number 9 hitter Caden Kruschke. Kruschke, who wears number 9, bats in the 9 hole and plays out in right field, which, as you know, when you keep score, is position number 9. And I don't know off the top of my head what his hockey number was.
I was just impressed with what you came up with there. Holy smokes.
Okay. I was told that it's not 9. Dominic Millay, our producer, videographer, and
info guy.
Info of all things at Memorial High School. He's like our embedded reporter. Of course, we could say that about you too, Sparks, being that you're subbing frequently over at Memorial. Lifted in the air to left. Mason Benning goes back to make the catch.
Hit well from Kruschke, but just didn't quite have the carry.
Back to the top of the order. Here is Nolan Sweeney. 1 for 2 officially. Walked and scored in the third. Singled last inning. We think about getting Riesman moving down to second base here, Sparks.
Yeah, if he's got any kind of wheels at all, you're right. I think I pushed it a little bit. I would get this team running. Kind of wondering if he would start with a hit and run here on that first pitch. But yeah, it really kind of depends on what kind of speed Riesman has.
He's got a good lead, not going. Lifted high in the air on the infield. Dane Lease, the shortstop, makes the call, makes the catch. Old Abe's are retired in their half of the 6th. Last call coming up for the Tigers. We'll have the 7th inning for you right after this. You're watching high school baseball, Big Rivers Conference on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Top of the 7th inning, and Alex Johnson, the Eau Claire Memorial starter, is back on the mound. We overheard the coaches talking at the end of the last inning that he was up to 90 pitches, so he's got 10 remaining. The A's are going to send him out. He is facing the bottom part of that new Richmond order. Regan Savarine, Jackson Schroeder, and Brady Sempf.
Yeah, 100 is the max for a guy to stay on the mound. However, if you reach 100 in the middle of an at-bat, you can finish that at-bat. So key here for Alex Johnson is to work ahead and really see if he can pound his zone early and make those guys swing it.
And it'll be interesting to see what approach New Richmond uses, knowing where the pitcher is in terms of pitch count. You try to wait him out a little bit and then take your chances with the reliever. Johnson paints the corner there. It's 0-1 to Savareen.
We think that's Ethan Palachuk warming up in the old Abe's bullpen down there.
Swing and a miss.
Good start from Johnson. If you want to stay in and finish this thing, you go right after him.
You are correct. That is number 12, Ethan Palachuk, the right-hander warming up in the bullpen for the Abes. 0-2 pitch. Savareen able to hold up. Savareen just staying alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, he's got him to throw 4 pitches. There's that.
Yeah, up to 94. You're right. Be tough to finish this out.
Of these 7, 8, 9 hitters, Savareen is the one guy who had a hit. That was a single back in the second. Pulls the string there and gets the strikeout. 1 down here in the top of the 7th.
He's at 96 pitches right now, so you know at least we'll get this batter. Jackson Schroeder. But if he's going to have to come out, he sure would like to come out with 2 out and nobody on.
That one got away, Sparks. We can confidently say that. That one got away from him. But I like how Johnson just took a little bit of a walk to try to compose himself. You know he would love to finish this game. But the other part of it is you want to get the W, one way or the other.
Absolutely. And again, it goes back to get 2 outs and nobody on. I do believe this is his last. I think this is pitch 100 here.
Check swing by Schroeder, and that one did not miss by much.
Well, like we said, he'll be able to at least finish this at bat.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Good at bat by Schroeder. Well, New Richmond players making some noise out of their dugout. Bouncing ball to first. Aaron Smith has it.
Nice play at first.
Gets the out.
And that will do it.
So that'll close the book on Alex Johnson. 6 2/3 innings. Allowed 3 hits and 2 runs.
And retired the last 14 in order. So he really got into that rhythm that Alex Johnson could get into. Great outing for him.
He gets a well-deserved round of applause.
And again, if you're going to go to the bullpen, this is exactly what you want, right? 2 outs, Bombasef, and nobody on.
8 strikeouts in the game for Alex Johnson. Did walk a couple guys, but both of those, one was in the first, one was in the second. So I think you could call that a quality start. So coming on to finish things out will be the lefty, Ethan Palachuk. Palachuk, a junior. When Sparks go back to those first 3 innings where Johnson was missing, not by a lot, but he was missing. There was traffic on the base pass in each of those innings, but he limited the damage to just the 2 runs.
Well, and again, that's the key, Brado. You just said it, limit the damage. He had issues with his control. They got a couple of base knocks on him, but he battled, and he got out of those situations with only 1 run. 1 run in the second, 1 run in the third, and that was it. And then he got into a rhythm where he just pitched outstanding the rest of the way, like we talked about, 14 in a row, and then Richmond just could not do anything with him. And again, you go back to how he was able to really bear down and get out of those tough situations early.
Well, the Sparks, when you've been coaching and you've got to make a move late and you've got 1 out to get, what do you tell your reliever?
Oh, just the next guy. It's a 9-hole hitter. I was like, right, go after him. He's the 9-hole hitter. We've got a 2-run lead. We do not want to just put somebody on here. That's the last thing you want, is to bring the tying run to the plate. So again, just real aggressive. Go after this guy early and often and pound the zone. Just make him swing it.
Abe's do have another right-hander warming up just in case. It's Karsten Trowbridge. And here is Brady Sempf, 0 for 2 at the plate. Did turn in a defensive gem out in the field when he dove to take a hit away from Ian Bauer. Palachuk throws a first pitch strike.
And that's where it starts, right? First pitch, get ahead. Good job there.
And if you're Sempf, you do anything you can to get on base.
Absolutely, yeah. And right there, that's probably taken all the way.
Went after that one. Now the Tigers down to their final strike. Abe's looking to pick up their first Big Rivers Conference win of the season.
Here's where Palachuk can be a little careful here now, right? You don't have to groove one. See if you can get him to chase. Maybe go slider away, fastball outside, maybe up in the zone, but you do not have to come back with a strike here. And that's what he tried, a fastball up.
Sempf wouldn't chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now you got to make a competitive pitch here.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Lifted in the air to left, coming on and making a diving catch is Aaron Gunlock. Abe's with a defensive gem of their own to end this one.
Wow, Brado, I really thought that was going to fall.
Palachuk comes on and retires Sempf. So the Abes able to rally today. They win it by a score of 4-2 with the win. Memorial now 3-4 overall, 1-2 in the conference. These 2 teams will play in New Richmond on Thursday. Tigers dropped to 4-1 overall, 2-1 in the BRC. Sparks, big one for the old Abes today, for sure.
Absolutely had to have it. Yeah, you're not going to want to fall down 0-3 in the conference. And they find a way to actually come back and win this one with a clutch hit there in the third. Go back to Mason McCarthy with that triple with 2 outs and 2 on that gave the old Abes the lead 3-2 there. Again, just a crucial 2-out hit. And then, boy, Alex Johnson does the rest. He just settles in, mows down 14 in a row, gets 2 outs into the 7th, and they take care of the rest. So old Abes needed it, got it.
Memorial, 4 runs on 4 hits. Played error-free defense behind their 2 pitchers. New Richmond, 2 runs on 3 hits, just the 1 error. Good ball game today at Carson Park, but it goes as a win for the old Abes. Coming up next, the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield Curtis or at nasonvilledairy.com. That is next. You've been watching Big Rivers Conference High School Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Eau Claire Memorial getting the win 4-2 over New Richmond today at Carson Park. This is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Joined here by Mason McCarthy and Alex Johnson. Alex, let's start with you. It seemed like the first couple innings you were around the plate. You weren't getting some strike calls. They were able to get some runs, but what did you do from that point on?
I just really tried to focus on location and hit my spots and use the two-seam slider combo. It's also really great having my defense behind me. They can make plays, and I trust them. So,
yeah, you retired 14 straight hitters. I know you would have loved to be over there, to get that last out of the last inning, but you had the pitch count deal. But overall, what was working for you?
I think really getting in the zone around like third-ish, fourth inning, and being really confident after the first three, and just really settling in and knowing that I am capable of getting anyone out on the field. And again, having the defense behind me, I couldn't ask for better defense behind me. So I just really try and just focus on letting the past be the past and focusing on the future.
Mason McCarthy, walk me through that at bat. You come up to bat in the third inning. You got 2 outs. What were you looking for? I mean, Stillwright throws hard. He's a good pitcher. What were you looking for? What were you able to do?
I mean, I would just hunt for a fastball up, hunting for something in the zone, lay off the off speed, and I just got my pitch and took it the other way.
When you made contact, did you think, okay, this one's going to the fence?
Yeah, it felt pretty good off the bat.
For you guys, I mean, you had some close ones last week, but to get in the win column in the Big Rivers Conference, what does a win like this do for you guys?
Feels great. Boost the confidence, boost the mojo, ready to come back Thursday, get another W.
All right. Right now, you're going to be in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. Remember how that works? You say your name, first and last name.
Okay.
He says his name, first and last name, and then together you say, and where in the house.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to hand you the microphone. I'm going to get out of the way, and as soon as you get the thumbs up from up top, you get going.
I'm Alex Johnson.
And I'm Mason McCarthy.
And we're in the house.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck to you Thursday, and we'll see you next week. All right, congrats. So that's going to do it for our broadcast today. We'll be back here at Carson Park on Thursday, another Big Rivers Conference matchup. It'll be the Eau Claire North Huskies hosting the Rice Lake Warriors. For my color commentator, Dave Sparger, for Dominic Millay, our producer, videographer, I'm Bob Bradovich saying good afternoon.